We'll move on to 9D. Neela Molgaard, the Executive Director of Red Wing Ignite, will present this evening.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Thank you for the opportunity. Neela Molgaard. You have a packet of information in front of you that I think speaks for itself. Just to remind everyone, the 3 areas of focus that Red Wing Ignite focuses on is building an innovative entrepreneurial ecosystem. That's a tongue twister when you have to say. Then also helping build the talent pipeline and the workforce, and then also helping with the current business environment. So tonight, you've heard a lot from me over the months, and so I'm going to let some other people share about their experience with Red Wing Ignite. And so we're really honored to have a co-working member, Bill Porter, here, and Mark Kermish, our board chair and a local employer in town. So, Bill.
Good evening. A quick word about me. I'm going to just throw up some notes for myself so I can follow along. So as Neela said, I'm Bill Porter. I recently moved to Red Wing from upstate New York, where my wife, a Red Wing native who graduated from high school here in 2001, had been completing her chiropractic degree. So she has just opened her practice over on 3rd Street, and I have been working out of the co-working space at Red Wing Ignite for the last couple months. I work for a company in Evanston, Illinois, called NIIT. I think it's like KFC in that it used to be an acronym that stood for something specific, and now it doesn't anymore. So what we do is we're a company that builds custom training solutions for other companies, Fortune 500s, and more than a few Fortune 50s. My role there is principal instructional designer. So I've worked on national training programs for Popeye's chicken managers. I've worked on business simulations for vice presidents at Boeing, GE, and a few other kind of heavy hitters from all sorts of industries. And I've worked there for most of the last decade or so. So for 6 years, we were in Chicago. For 4 years, we were in upstate New York when my wife was in school. And once she was done with school, we sort of faced the question of where to go next. And we really could have gone anywhere. But we chose to come to Red Wing because we both love the area. It made it, we were closer to family here. And one of the things that made it easy for us to make that decision instead of going to Minneapolis or back to Chicago was that there was this resource here in Red Wing that I could use every day. For me, I've been a member in New York and now here of a couple of different co-working spaces, and as long as I'm not going into an office every day, it's really hard for me to imagine not doing that. It's a quality of life issue as far as I'm concerned. I work in an industry where, I've got teams on 2 continents, clients in, every time zone. And if I'm not careful, it can be really hard to just draw boundaries about, around when my day starts and ends. And so it helps a lot just to have a place I can go that marks the beginning of the day and the end of the day, and which, gives me a chance to see real human beings and makes me feel like the work is not invading my house. So my message for the council about Red Wing Ignite is really simple. I'm just really glad it's here. And it made it easy for us to come here and to hopefully set down some roots. So thank you for your time.
Thank you.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
Good evening. My name is Mark Kermish. I'm the Chief Information Officer at Red Wing Shoe Company, and I'm here, as Neela said, to talk a little bit about my experience with Red Wing Ignite over the last several years. I joined Red Wing Shoe about 4 years ago and looked for opportunities to get involved in the community. And through some of my local coworkers, they introduced me to Red Wing Ignite, which aligns with several things important to Red Wing Shoe as well as myself. I believe having an entrepreneurial spirit, a part of any community and organization, is important because it helps drive engaged and highly skilled employees in the community. Within Red Wing Shoes, we have dozens, as you guys probably know, openings across our organization, both in manufacturing as well as in our corporate operations. And having assets like Red Wing Ignite here help us attract talent Within my team, leading our technology organization, I've had dozens of employees volunteer as mentors, get engaged with the Maker program or the coding programs that Red Wing Ignite has here locally. It helps us attract employees for that nature, both for the fact that their families have an asset to utilize, as well as they can give back to the community in the way that they feel passionate about. A vibrant ecosystem helps brings new ideas and methods to your community as well. And Red Wing Ignite, both through the co-working space and the support that they give to entrepreneurs both locally and regionally, allows us to piggyback on those ideas. We can't invent everything at Red Wing Shoe, even though we think we can. And being able to leverage the community for new ideas from how you do work differently, being able to have folks like Bill have remote access to their employer, to some of the startups that they funded to allow us to learn from those folks as well. I believe it's important that we support Red Wing's mission, both of growing entrepreneurs, improving our business environment, and growing our future talent. We are 100% dependent on the people that's a part of our community, and we would not be successful if it wasn't for those people. And I think this is a strong asset for our community to support. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Neela didn't say that I was going to get up and speak, but she and I thought it would be good if I, as a community development director, just said a few words about Ignite. So part of my job is to convene a group together, economic development partners group. There's 9 of us that meet usually monthly. And one of the things that we've done during the last year or so is to take some time and write down and understand each other's roles and responsibilities in Red Wing. And so I think as we've worked on that over a number of meetings, we've all kind of realized more and more how unique and important each of our roles are in Red Wing. I don't have the staff to work with the clients that Neela works with, but it's important, as you just heard, about that. And so I just wanted to say, I think we're all working well together in the prosperity, economic prosperity of Red Wing.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time, and thank you for all of our wonderful volunteers and partners with Red Wing Ignite. Is there any questions from the council tonight?
Any questions?
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done.